Have you ever felt absolutely sure about something and then suddenly realized it can't be true, but it also can't be false? That uncomfortable mental glitch? That's a paradox. Paradoxes are like traps for the human mind. The more logical you try to be, the deeper you sink. Philosophers, scientists, and mathematicians have been wrestling with them for centuries, and spoiler alert, some still don't have answers. So today, let's take a walk through the top 10 paradoxes that feel disturbingly realistic, deeply human, and slightly terrifying once you really think about them. Let's begin. 1. The liar paradox. This sentence is false. If it's true, then it must be false. If it's false, then it must be true. You see the problem? Your brain desperately wants to pick a side, but whichever side you choose instantly collapses. This paradox shows that language itself can betray logic. Words feel solid until they turn on you. The ship of Theseus. Imagine a ship. Over time, every single plank is replaced. Same ship or a completely different one? Now imagine someone rebuilt the original ship using the old planks. Which one is the real ship? This paradox hits hard when you realize you are the ship. Your cells, beliefs, habits, even personality change over time. So the question is simple and uncomfortable. Are you still the same person you were 5 years ago? The grandfather paradox. You go back in time and accidentally prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother. You're never born. But if you're never born, how did you go back in time? This paradox is why time travel stories always feel shaky. It exposes how cause and effect collapse the moment time stops behaving politely. The choice paradox. The more choices you have, the harder it is to choose. Freedom is supposed to make us happy, but unlimited options create anxiety, regret, and paralysis. Pick one career, one partner, one life path, while knowing 1,000 others are now permanently closed. Too much freedom starts feeling like a burden. Strange, isn't it? 5. The Soritz paradox, the heap paradox. 1 grain of sand is not a heap. 2 grains are not a heap. So, when does a heap actually begin? Remove 1 hair from your head. You're not bald. Remove another. Still not bald. At what exact point do you become bald? This paradox reveals how blurry reality is. We love clear boundaries, but the world refuses to give them. 6. The paradox of tolerance. Do you know that if a society is tolerant of everything, including intolerance itself, to protect freedom, we must sometimes limit freedom? It sounds contradictory, but history proves it again and again. This paradox sits at the heart of politics, free speech, and social media debates. The self-awareness paradox. The moment you observe yourself, you change. Try to act natural while being watched. Try to be confident while thinking about confidence. Self-awareness helps us grow, but too much of it traps us in overthinking. The mind becomes both the observer and the prisoner. 8. The catch-22. You need experience to get the job, but you need the job to get experience. You need to be sane to request help, but requesting help proves you're sane, so you don't qualify. Life quietly runs on catch-22s. Systems that claim to be logical, but are designed so escape is impossible. The paradox of knowledge. The more you learn, the more you realize how little you know. Confidence peaks early. Wisdom comes later, with doubt attached. This is why beginners sound certain, while experts speak carefully. Knowledge doesn't bring clarity. It brings humility. The meaning of life paradox. Humans desperately search for meaning, but the moment meaning is forced, it feels empty. If life has no inherent meaning, we are free, but that freedom can feel terrifying. So we create meaning, knowing it's self-made, yet needing it anyway. And somehow, that contradiction keeps us alive. Paradoxes remind us of something deeply human. Our brains evolved to survive, not to understand everything. And that's okay, because sometimes the most honest answer isn't certainty, it's curiosity. If your brain feels slightly bent right now, congratulations. That means it's working. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe for more mind-bending ideas, and tell me in the comments, which paradox disturbed you the most? Because once a paradox enters your mind, it never really leaves.